Welcome to the Aussie Grappling Girls podcast,
where we talk all things female jiu-jitsu.
I'm Joe.
And I'm Hannah.
And together, we're Joe Hannah. So I've got like this little makings of a fringe going on. That's not purposeful.
That's what happened to mine.
I'm not a fan. It's like, I tie my hair up in a messy bun, and there's this one bit that's just like...
It's alfalfa.
Like a coil. Yeah. Like a little coil.
I've got that as well. Like, hair snapping is the worst.
That's why I shave the underbit.
Actually, when I got my hair done the other day, the hairdresser was horrified when I said to her that people snap my hair out. And I was like, why do you think I have all these fluffy bits? And, like...
No, this is not purposeful.
Like, all this stuff is, like, raw.
You got, like, this little, like, mane thing going on.
Yeah. It's these side bits. I call them my ears.
Those, like, sea, whatever they are. What are they called? Like, sea urchin sort of things. With those little...
Tentacles.
School face thingos.
That's what I really feel like.
That's what it looks like.
Yeah. And it was so funny, talking about what I do and just like jiu-jitsu and stuff, and she was like, do you get hurt? I was like, yes.
Hello.
I do. Do you like it? I was like,
this bitch
no.
is kinky.
I was like, no, I don't like getting hurt, but yes, it does happen.
It's part of the thing, I suppose.
I just thought it was so funny. It's just like, do you like getting hurt? Yeah, love it. Just like,
you just reflect on it for a second. You're like, do I like it? Do I? Yeah. No, I mean, no. No, of course not.
It was just funny. It's actually funny.
Hard for people to fathom, I think.
It is.
Especially girls. Like, men are like, yeah, get in there, like, fucking get rough.
It is.
Girls, I think it's hard for other girls to fathom why another girl would do something like that.
And I started talking about just sweat, other people's sweat.
Yeah.
And she's like, ew, stop. It's...
I don't even notice sweat anymore on people.
No.
Like, some people apologise for being sweaty when they, like, hug you or roll you or just even in everyday scenarios.
Yeah.
They're like, sorry, I'm sweaty. I'm like, I actually don't care.
But you know what grosses me out, though, is a sweaty handshake.
Yeah, that's always
in
gross.
Normal settings.
Yeah.
Because, like, we fist bump, so you don't see it.
I fist bump my clients for work.
Yeah,
when I say goodbye to them, I'm like, give me a fist bump. Because, like, it's like professional boundaries. Like, some of them try and hug, and you're like...
No.
You're like, it's not really kosher. But, like...
That's
some
when you
of
do
them are
the,
really
like, Mr. Miyagi hand moves, like...
Yeah. Yeah. I just, like, whenever I'm leaving now, I'll just be like, all right, I'm going. See ya, give me a fist bump. I just hold it out for them.
Nice.
Yeah. Some of them still huggers. I don't know. It depends who it is. But, yeah. You're not supposed to, like, really hug them. But...
It's just funny. Yeah. To the outside world. And it made me start thinking about how weird jiu-jitsu actually is to anyone who's not doing it.
I was thinking that, like, when I was watching it, the comp. Like, I was
it's
like...
really weird.
I was like, we just move around each other.
Yes.
Like, in a organised but unorganised manner. Like, I don't know. It's like a...
That's really funny.
Like,
I've never thought about
like,
that.
It's like, we're doing it purposeful, but it looks like... I don't know. It's just, when you look at it objectively, you're like, there's just two bodies moving around each other in a weird, purposeful way, but, like, very intimate.
I have never really... No one's ever explained it quite like that, ever. That's kind of funny.
Yeah. It's like... I mean, like, it's kind of like a dance, but an aggressive dance.
Yeah,
on the ground.
True. Yeah, I suppose dancing, aggressive dancing.
Yeah, aggressive dancing. No one's ever called it that before. But I suppose dancing's more like set with steps and like graceful, whereas like jiu-jitsu is just like all over the place, wherever anyone ends up.
And it's funny how your perspective in the moment you feel smooth as all hell, and you're just like, look at me go. Then you look at the video and you're like, ooh, that was nasty.
That's what I felt like before when I watched that footage. I was just like, oh, that takedown felt so good. And I watched it. I'm like, it wasn't that good. Like, it just looked kind of sloppy and like hell amateur. I am an amateur.
It is kind of funny. Just your own perspective on how you go in a role and how you actually to the outside world. Even though there was stuff that, like, when I was watching you just going, that was so smooth. Your transitions. I suppose you're looking at other things. When someone else looks at you, they're looking at the positives normally.
Yeah.
And then when you look at yourself, you're looking...
That was wrong, that was wrong, that was
yeah,
wrong. Yeah,
you look in a negative light on yourself, and everyone does it. I don't think there would be
I
a
suppose it's just like when you look at a photo of yourself, you look at all the bad things, but like everyone else is like, oh, you look so good in that. Like, I like that about you. And you're like, yeah, but I hate this, this, and this.
Yeah.
Like, you're always just negative about yourself.
I kind of try not to look too hard at pictures anymore because it's just like...
They depress me.
That's my face.
That's my face. It's the only one I got.
If you don't like
the plastic surgeon did a shit job.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
It's just really funny looking at photos of you in action because how often are you in like an awkward position and then your face is like smeared?
Yeah.
Just in case you're wondering, I'm doing the actions as I'm talking, smushing my face.
Do you ever hear that joke about that kid that was like the squish face one that was like on the motorbike?
No.
It's like his face. I can't even do it because it's like no one can see it. Like it's like you start the joke with your face squished together like this.
I don't know. You're gonna have to.
Sorry. That just reminded me of it. It's completely random. I'll tell you later.
Good.
It's not even that good of a joke. It's just one of those primary school jokes. It's ridiculous. Anyway.
You're a tard.
But how do you feel about the comp overall? Well,
I
actually,
think it
we
was
should probably explain. Wait, did we explain last time that we're doing it? Actually,
I mean,
we haven't even podcasted for a while.
We haven't. We've been so lazy.
I haven't feel like we haven't been here for a while.
No.
A couple weeks. Oh, I've been here. But I've been here, but not here.
We're not in this space.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have been really lazy. We've been just busy with life.
Yeah.
How rude is life?
I know.
Gets in the way of everything.
Fuck you.
So I think Joe was away doing I don't know what you were doing.
I went up and back to Perth heaps of times.
Yes.
Doing random stuff.
I
We
went
do that open mat.
We did, yeah, that's right.
That
That was so fun.
That was what, 2-3 weeks ago? 3 weeks ago.
3 weeks ago. Then I went to Melbourne and competed at Nationals and got knocked out first round. Yay. Look at me go.
But you had more than that. It was only one division you got knocked out first. The other one.
No, I got knocked out first round both.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh. I'm such a shit friend.
She didn't even watch.
I did. I watched both of them. I thought I missed one. That's why.
Okay.
Like, I thought I watched, like, 2 of 3, and I still hadn't seen the third one. And
You
I was
will
like,
never see it.
I know. I was, like, in my head, the back of my head, I've been, like, thinking, like, I really need to go watch that match of Hannah's, like, because I haven't watched them all yet. And I'm like, please don't bring up something that I don't know. I'm like, you start talking about a match that I haven't seen, and I'm like, yeah, it was great. Just, like, sort of fake my way through it, but
I would
turns
be
out
able to
it didn't even exist.
I would be able to see right through you. You can't lie to me. You'd be trying to, and then you're like, I haven't seen it.
I find it so hard to lie to people that, like, you know, when you're, like, friends with them or you care about them or anything, and then you, like, look them in the eye, they're looking at you, and I'm just like, I can't lie.
You wouldn't even actually be able to start it. You're
I
that
know.
shit at telling fibs, even if it's for a good cause. That's
Okay,
right.
well, good. Okay, I didn't miss anything then. I was actually I was in Albany and I was at like a big party event, you know, we're on the bus. It was like a party bus. And I was sitting on the bus watching your match. Everyone else is around me getting drunk and all that. And like, I was like talking to some people and I was just like, and then I got the notification on my phone that your match was on. I was like, so I started like
Totally zoning out. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You're a good friend. I'll allow that then.
Yeah. And I was like telling some people on the bus what was happening. I was like, oh, Hannah, I did this and this and this. So, yeah.
But it was good. I feel that in general, I feel like I'm getting better at competing the more I do it. The less nerves I get, the less...
Yeah, how did you feel like right before it? Did you get...
I wasn't nervous. As I said, like before, I get really excited.
You're just an excited
and
competitor.
I kind of... That's what takes over. I think usually what's my downfall in competing is I rush, and that's where I get stuffed up, is I see 3 steps ahead of myself, and then I fail dismally because I'm trying to finish something that doesn't exist yet.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
So I feel though...
You kind of jumped the gun a bit.
Yeah, I've been trying really hard to slow my thought down and like focus on what's ahead of me, and
like the immediate next step, I suppose.
I can't remember
Yeah,
who
you
it
have
was.
to have some kind of like ulterior perspective as well.
Yes.
Like you got to think. I think that's kind of the beauty of BJJ is like you got to think of like what's coming up right now, and also like
what
a few
could
steps
happen.
ahead. Yeah, you got to like think about this, and then the possibilities that branch off from then, and be like prepared for it.
I think it was Jess Fraser said at one of the camps, or I don't know, I've been around her like a lot. She said, what pisses you off immediately, and then deal with that. And I've taken that on board.
It's pretty good advice, really.
I really like that because it's so relevant, and it's not gi or no gi because it's relevant for both, and it is so good because you're just like, well, what's pissing me off immediately is that someone's breaking your posture, someone's holding your foot,
annoying grip,
like,
or knee shield or something like that.
And I've really tried hard to get that perspective.
Fuck, knee shields piss me off.
They're pretty annoying.
They are.
I love them. For me,
I know. Yeah, I mean,
I
they're a
use
good
them.
time when you're on the bottom, but when you're on top and you just can't seem to move it. And no matter how many times I ask people how to deal with knee shield, I'm like, how do you deal with knee shield? They show me, and I'm like, I still can't deal with it. Well, I'm fighting my way around it, but like, there's just sometimes when someone has a really good one and it's just your kryptonite and you can't get past it, and you're like, fuck's sake.
Good. I'm going to keep that in my What Pisses Joe Off book. Tick.
Like, you just get crushed, bitch.
You'll start fighting dirty.
Yeah. No, I'm not that bad. Actually, no. I may have fought a little bit dirty recently. I didn't mean to.
You were just getting the job done.
Yeah.
But then on the weekend just gone, we had the Australian Girls and Gi Girls Only comp held in Perth.
Yeah.
Which was so fun.
So cool. I love the vibe.
Oh,
Everyone's all friends.
yes.
We're all like, oh, yeah. You're like hugging each other, and then you're like, let's step on the mat. And you're like, oh.
We were being total dickheads on and off the mat. It was good fun.
Yeah.
We were just
Had a
laughing.
bit of a jive right before my match.
Yeah,
like the music started, and I was just like, yeah, feeling it. Bit of a dance. And I was like, oh shit, Hannah's live recording me. Hey. That awkward, like,
but then
hi.
you have to keep doing it because you're just like,
act cool, act confident, it's okay.
I had quite the laugh when you were doing that because it's just like, when is she going to notice or realise that I'm recording you?
I just looked over, I was like, oh. It's alright.
Keep going.
Just keep doing it.
You had some good moves.
Yeah, they're right.
We'll say they're good.
Yeah, not bad.
But it was so fun because we just... It's a
No
chance.
one took it too seriously, really.
Yeah.
I mean, I get competitive.
You always are competitive at anything.
I'm just gonna take it easy and not, do anything crazy. But then in the moment, I'm like, die! Nah, it wasn't that bad. I'm just kidding. Don't awkward silence me. Fuck you. I'm trying to be classy about this. Yeah.
In her head, she was like, die, motherfucker, die!
No, to be fair, I don't even know if you noticed, but when I was like getting my hand under when I was in mount,
You shifted her hair?
Yeah,
I noticed.
I know. See, and I'm like, oh, let's get that out of the way first. And I'm like, oh, trying to make it clean.
And that goes back to our first point about these freaking bits that get snapped off and you have involuntary fringes.
Yeah, I'm just saving everyone a haircut.
Helping a sister out.
That's right.
We're all about helping the sisters out here.
Right. Mm-hmm.
But it was good. It was so fun. And
I had a good amount of blue belts this time. Well, actually, last time we had a fair amount too, but this time was even more.
Yeah.
And we had a purple belt knock in there too.
Yeah,
Cool.
she was cool. She came back from holidays and jumped in, so I was proud of her for
I didn't
that.
get to verse her. She wasn't in my division.
Yeah, she was little like me. Ha ha. You gigantor.
I know. Got thrown in. the upper end. But that
was good.
cool.
I was actually glad I didn't have to compete against you for once. I was getting so mad at that because I do some really stupid stuff when I compete against you. No one else.
No.
It's just you.
No, you just spaz out for some reason.
I'm just giving her a win, guys. I actually can beat her. I let you win all them times.
Yeah.
It's not your skill at all.
I know. Yeah. That was cool. Because we had I liked how they had in the gi and no gi. It kind of shifted a bit because of the weight. Because one of the girls knocked in gi, but she wasn't in no gi.
Yeah.
But she was in my division in gi, so that kind of pushed one of the other girls down who was closer to your weight in the gi division. So she was in my no gi division, but she was in the gi division. And it sort of changed the
dynamic
bit. Yeah. Which is cool because it gave a bit of variation even in the same comp.
Yeah.
Which was wicked. So that was,
It was good. It ran smoothly and it was just a good day. It's a long drive.
Had a bit of banter with like the refs and the scorers because we all know each other and we were just like,
We had the best crew ever.
I love how one of them was just like, I just finished my match. She's like, oh, Joe, you want to go in again? I was like, piss off. And I was like, oh, and he's like a black belt. I was like, oh, I mean that in like a term of endearment way, of course. I'm sorry. I mean, you know.
You rude.
Piss off, please.
Yeah. That's
cool.
right.
Yeah. I was just like, I said it and I was like, oh.
That was a bit harsh.
I was like, oh, that came out harsh. But I was like, yeah, we're cool.
I got DQ'd because of my face.
Yeah. I don't like you. Disqualified.
Yeah, pretty much. I don't know. I think there was $50 on the line if you could, like, maybe sub the ref as well at the end.
What? No one told me about this.
We didn't tell you. It wasn't about... It wasn't in your... It was in our division, not yours.
Oh, well, I missed out.
Yeah.
I could have made myself $50. I totally could have taken on those refs.
I would like to see you take on...
Totally would. I can take on 3 black belts.
All at once?
Yeah, even the men. They were all men, so... Fuck
They
them.
were?
Yeah. I beat you all. Better believe it.
I would like to learn to ref, but it kind of makes me really nervous to even try, just in case of failing and stuffing up. So
yeah, especially at kid comps, because those parents get fucking nasty sometimes.
They do.
They get so protective over their kids. And you're like, oh, I'm sorry, I'm human.
So I would really like to start teaching myself
that
to
tea's
ref.
delicious, by the way.
It is.
It's so good.
It's organic as well, I'm pretty sure. It's all healthy.
Oh, I'm a fan.
Licorice tea, guys, it's the way to go.
Licorice and something else.
No, it's just licorice. You've just got your remnants of Milo or whatever.
No, I swear there's something else in there. It's not just
There is
licorice.
not. It's just licorice.
Is that licorice root?
It's licorice root cut up.
Ah. Well, you learn something every day.
You do.
I'm a tea connoisseur and I have not had licorice tea before.
What?
I know. You know how much tea I drink?
Yeah, I know.
I haven't had.
She comes in, says she's going to stay one night. Next minute, she's been here for a month.
I think it's been like 5 or 6 weeks now.
You know, it's because you said you live with your parents on one of the podcasts. So, so she doesn't want to move back home. She's living with me.
That was so funny. I was just like, live with my parents. Oh shit.
I'm pretty sure I left it in there.
Yeah.
We have so many outtakes as well that we need to go through. Just because they're so funny and awkward. I hated the last one so much. I sounded like a dimwit.
What, when you're talking about podcasting?
Yeah. I'm going to fish through and find where you've stuffed up.
No, there's probably a fair few.
There is.
I made a dick of myself a couple of times. Semi on purpose, semi like, we're not going to put
That's
this
just
in so I can get away with it.
That's just natural for you.
Yeah.
You're a dick anyway.
Yeah, when we're at the comp, we're a bit of a dick together. So. Like at the end, we were taking the photos.
I think we're generally... We bounce off each other too much and then it just spirals out of control. And then there's us and you just have to deal with it.
Yep.
Anyway.
Take us in all our glory.
Yeah. Back on subject.
How many matches did you end up having?
6.
It was just yesterday, wasn't it? Oh my god, it doesn't feel like it was yesterday. Kind of does. I don't know. I'm in a time warp right now.
Well, I had to work today, so...
So
It was yesterday.
Yeah. Anyway, so you had 6.
Had 6 matches.
Okay. I had 4.
2 and... No, I only had 5. Yeah.
Did you have 2 and 3?
Yep.
Yeah. Cool.
It was good. Actually, it didn't feel... Even though some of them went to time, they didn't actually feel... Even though they were 6 minutes, they were just good matches.
Yeah.
I got subbed, like, a few times. And...
But you got subbed a few times that were actually really cool. Like the person who got them. I was like, yeah, good on ya. Like, it was they were really good, legit subs and stuff. But then, like, you had some really good ones of your own. Like, you got two arm bars or something, didn't you?
I think so. It's just my
That's
stupid invert shit that I do. If people aren't used to it, you can just catch them there. And pre-web. I've been working my pre-web, and I got there.
Yeah, that was good. Actually, I really liked when you had her in your guard, and she was, like, slipping out. And I was like, Hannah, you gotta, like, keep that arm. And, like, you're just, like, controlling it as it's going out. You're like, yeah, paying attention to it. And then, like, bam! There. And I was like, yeah, that's my girl.
It's just those little things I've noticed, like micro movements that you've like been playing with, and I found
just like learning to control things as you go as well. Like once you find a good, I suppose that's the whole thing. Like the position over submission. It's like once you actually have a good position, controlling it to the end point where you can get the submission. That's really what you did, especially with the one.
And I think that's where like getting a clear head and not jumping forward, because how easy if you started going 3 steps
like if
ahead
you tried
of you,
to snap that armbar on from the guard, you probably would have
she would have
lost it,
passed.
She would have just popped your arm out like as you transition, but you like controlled it all the way through as it was trying to come out. Like you just sort of controlled it and cinched it tighter and tighter. So
it was fun, and it was really awesome. There was, when I was in the pre-web, there was a spot where my arms were gassing, but my foot was stuck, and it wasn't a safe place yet to rest my arms.
Yeah, you're like, I gotta hold on.
So I was just like holding on for dear life and just going, please be tired, please be tired.
It's hard because, like, you know, when sometimes you know that you're like gassed as fuck, and you're like trying to do something or finish it, and you don't know or realize how gassed they are, and you kind of assume that they're not as tight as you.
Always.
And like sometimes they are, and sometimes they aren't. And it's really hard to tell. And you're just like, please be tired, like please be gassed or whatever. And yeah, sometimes it pays off. But other times,
I was really hoping that because if she had powered out of it, there was just no way I was going to hold her.
Yeah.
But it was kind of, I managed to like pull all my weight to get my foot free, and then I could clamp, and then I could reset my arms.
Yeah.
And because I've been playing with that, I know my chill points.
Yeah.
You know, where you just can just
you're
reset
like,
what
I
you're
can just
doing.
wait
And
here for a bit. Yeah. That's the scary thing about, I think, points comps is when you have something like an armbar or triangle and you can't finish it, and you're like, shit, if I let this go, I'm gonna get passed.
Yeah.
And then you're like, and then I'm gonna be on the bottom. Because there's some people you just like, you don't want to be on the bottom against. They might be like a really good top player, and you know that, and you're like, I don't want to be on the bottom. No.
And it's like at that moment, you know, you fucked up.
Yeah.
There's a few times on the
Yeah,
weekend
that moment,
that
you're just like, I fucked up.
yeah, pretty much. I really had a couple of those moments that I'm like, it was a really good idea in my mind, and then it happened, and I suppose that's where you can come back and learn from what you've done and just carry on.
I was trying to coach you, but I had 2 phones in my hand. Like one was mine. I was taking photos with one, like just nonstop, just pressing the photo. The other one was live streaming for Mitsu. So I'm like there, like with the 2 phones, like trying to like keep them in, like, you know how you're trying to keep the screen like in the right good spot. So you're watching the screen, but you also like, you don't want to watch the match through a screen, but you kind of have to. And so I'm trying to do it. And then I'm
that
like,
shit
oh
video.
shit, I'm like not even coaching her or anything. I'm like, she's got this.
When I was videoing yours, there's one that I start like watching your match, and then the camera
Just
veers
like
off, and you're just like, oh shit,
sorry.
I think
everyone at home's just like, Hannah, wait, what are you doing?
I actually put sorry guys. Shit photography here. I hate that when you got someone who's really bad at videoing and just is constantly either shaking or just not paying attention because they're paying attention to you.
Yeah.
Man, that bugs me so much.
It's like you had one job.
Yeah. Like our scores.
Yeah.
You guys did great.
Yeah, well done. I tip my hat to you, but
I'm still going to give you shit.
yeah.
Hang on. Was that 4 points just a moment ago? Yes. Yes, it was.
I was like, don't worry, mate. If it goes to submission, you don't have to worry about points anyway.
Yeah. It was good. But it was good how we, like, both, like, pulled up really good as well.
Yeah.
There was no injury. I usually
I'm in mint condition.
Minty fresh.
Mm-hmm.
Usually I always find that after competition, because I screwed up my hips a while back, that I always pull up sore. But I noticed that I haven't been lately.
Yeah.
The more, I think it's the weight program and stuff that I did last year that
You just strengthened yourself.
Yeah, I've become
You got a good basis.
my core and just getting better posture and all those little things that I was doing while my wrist was healing. That, because I couldn't do anything else, so focusing on my lower body, which was fairly broken.
Yeah.
I
I reckon, like, over time of doing BJJ as well, your body becomes more like a BJJ body, I guess.
Yeah, I reckon.
So, like, it just comes with time as well. Like, time on the mat, time doing exercise, especially specific to jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
You end up building, like, this structure and muscle function that's really jiu-jitsu specific.
And I think, like, a resilient body as well, it slowly comes back. And I noticed that I get better at rehabbing myself as well. So I know what I need to do straight away rather than going, oh, it'll be fine, and then you go and see someone about it.
Yeah.
You learn how to rehab yourself, and it takes another however long to rehab yourself. But then when you injure that again, you're like, well, bam, straight away I know exactly what to do, and you can start doing everything straight away and fixing the problem before it becomes chronic.
Yeah.
Because how often do we just, like, not address things straight away when it happens?
Like, last year, early this year, and it was just getting really bad. But I think I've done pretty well the last probably 6 months. I think, 4 to 6 months, I've dropped down my training and my training intensity quite a lot to just, how much would I average? Probably 4 sessions a week. I average, I guess. Sometimes it's 3, sometimes it's 5, but mostly 4.
I think people they undervalue rest days because so many people who are capable of training all the time, they think they have to be that person.
That's totally what I did as well.
And you don't have to be that. Not everyone is what I would call like an elite athlete.
Yeah.
Or the body that can just bounce back.
Yeah.
Most people can't. Like, at the end of the day, you need a couple of rest days.
Yeah.
Or active recovery rather than full-on sessions and dealing with it that way. Because I think it's unrealistic and people need to have a better idea of what works for them because they're going on what everyone else does.
Yeah, I think when I've done more sessions per week, like there's been some weeks still that I do 6 or 5 or whatever. But there's definitely a couple of those that are super low intensity. Like, we'll just do drilling.
Yep.
Or there'll be some nights where I'm just having, like, my 3 rolls. Like I did, when was that, Thursday?
Yes.
And, like, initially we weren't going to roll, and I was like, actually, no, I'm going to chuck in my 3. Because it's just a good idea. Like, I go back to that sort of, like, thing where I go, even if I'm not feeling it, I'm still going to have 3 rolls. And so just keep the intensity a bit lower on some days. And then have, 1 or 2, maybe 3 days a week that you can amp up the intensity if your body's in a good place. Or I think it depends on what you do for work as well. Because I know last year when I was hitting it super hard, I was also waitressing at the same time.
Yep.
And so I was on my feet for like hours in a day. I didn't even get a proper break either. And so I'd be like on my feet for hours, and then I'd go and train for 2 hours, sometimes 3, depending on what session it was.
Yeah.
Mostly about 2 hours. But yeah, I just pushed it way too hard. But now I'm not on my feet as much. I'm just kind of normal, I guess. I do go for walks and stuff, but I'm not like on my feet nonstop.
Yeah.
So I have a much more like chiller job. and chiller. Chiller.
Chiller brew.
But yeah, it's a lot more easy to manage, and I get to sit down sometimes, and I go for walks, and I'm semi-active, but not too super sedentary or super over the top. But so it makes training a lot easier as well.
I know, like March, April for me, that was our busy season, and I was lifting a lot of weight. I was like lifting seed and stuff like that, so 25 kilos. I was shifting a lot of weight, so it would be some days you would shift over a period of a day, you would shift 3 ton worth of seed, and I'm only small, so it takes a lot out of you at the end of the day. And I wasn't training that much, I don't think. I think I dropped down to maybe 2 days because I was doing weights at work all day.
Yeah.
And
I admire people who have like a super physical job and then they come train too. Like, fuck, that's gotta be tough.
It does. But they probably have the body that just bounces back. Hate them people.
Yeah. Mostly like guys that have those like labour jobs and stuff.
Their bodies, how they
built a bit more for it.
Bounce back from that sort of stuff amazes me.
Yeah.
Because most of us girls don't.
I've noticed my diet affects a lot of what I'm, like my resilience as well though.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting.
Like if I'm eating well and enough, then I feel a lot more like I can manage it. But there's times when like I haven't eaten enough, or like I haven't eaten in a good way. I've never really been like an unhealthy eater in terms of like I don't have like takeaway and that sort of thing. But like I just mean like I don't know, like I just pick at stuff and don't eat.
You graze.
Yeah, because I'm such a grazer. But like, especially when it's really bad like that, or depending on work, I notice it really affects my training.
Yeah.
My ability to both focus and recover and just perform as well. Like I was saying, like maybe, when was it, like a week or two ago when I was doing weights at the dojo, and I was like, I feel really strong.
Yeah.
I was eating like a lot of meat and like protein yogurt. I'm fucking been going through so much of that protein yogurt. But yeah, but like I was eating quite a lot. And I felt super strong. I was lifting weight and I was like, fuck, I actually feel really strong right now. Because I just had so much energy and all that, and I was eating pretty well, like,
Well, that's why I changed to my lunch. I eat a big meal because I wasn't hungry at night time, and I wasn't eating. So I was eating because I'm someone that eats when I'm hungry, and I pretty much don't stray from that unless
your tummy's rumbling.
Yeah. Some days I just...
Which some days you don't even feel hungry. Like, your tummy doesn't rumble till, like, way late in the afternoon. Or
so I have changed eating my big meal at lunchtime, so then I know when I go to train, I have fuel, and I don't feel as tired in the afternoons, because I noticed I was, like, pretty much at 3 o'clock, I was just...
3 o'clock.
Coffee wouldn't help, nothing. I would just go into this... couldn't be bothered mood, and I would drag myself to training, and but since I started changing how I ate, that really helped, like my energy levels for all of training as well. So I can see how that actually does work. But then, like, I don't eat before competitions. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, that's also to do with your, like, comfort levels. Like, sometimes your stomach's just not like... I don't really usually eat a lot before comps either.
You know what it is? I used to get stitches when, you know, like,
I get what
running...
Like, when you do, like, cross-country and stuff, I know exactly what you mean.
So...
I'd rather, like, I hate the feeling of, like, when you can feel food in your stomach and you're rolling is, like, the worst feeling ever. So I like having something... light, or like not eating until I feel like, you know, when you start feeling full, I like to stop eating before I even get to that point in the mornings before a comp. Like, I'll still eat, but it's like I won't eat to the point of where I'm like even close to full.
I just have coffee. I have usually a really big coffee and then I'm happy. But then on the other hand of when you're recovering, so if you're eating properly while you're recovering, then you're going to bounce back quicker as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
And if you...
There's actually, like, key nutrients that you really need to recover well as
Yeah.
well. And, like, so sometimes you think you're eating well, but you're actually missing the key nutrients that you need for your body to recover.
Yeah.
Which isn't always, like, people just be like, oh, I just need protein for my muscles. And you're like, no, it's not just protein. There's, like, a whole bunch of vitamins and minerals that your body needs to be able to utilize to sustain energy and, recover the muscles and all that sort of stuff.
And also, I go to the chiropractor and I get massages as soon as I feel my hips go out. I book in an appointment pretty much immediately. There's like, I crack a lot. And then sometimes you're just like, that feels good. And other times he's like, that feels terrible. So I always get that looked at as soon as, I don't put it off because... A couple of years ago, I was that person that was like, I can deal with it. It'll be fine.
Yeah.
It'll get better. It never gets better. Just sort it out. And then in 3 days' time...
Stitch in time saves 9.
Yeah.
Basically.
And I spent a lot of money getting my body right and to a point that now... I don't have to go and see all these people.
Yeah.
But I spent 12 months seeing someone every 4 to 6 weeks.
So what I did earlier this year too, because I didn't see anyone. I didn't see a chiro for the first time in like 4 years.
I was amazed at that.
Yeah. I've been doing BJJ for 4 years, and then I was like, oh, I think I should see a chiro. Turns out I'm 12 mil out.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, fuck. And I spent like a good couple of months just seeing the chiro and the massage therapist on the weekly or every 2 weeks, whatever, just trying to get my body back in, because I was feeling manky as fuck.
Yeah, I think you see the same guy as I do. He was amazing because he would see me, and still does, if I call him and say, I need to see you, he'll get me in that day because he's just like, we can't have you back when I first started seeing you. It's like, that is not acceptable. And I saw him for every second week until it, like, moved it out to 4 weeks, 6 weeks.
Yeah.
To now it's, I'll call you when I feel bad. And it's amazing, but it just takes time and money to get to that point.
I think I'm probably due for a good massage or chiro or something.
Well, after
I'm
Melbourne...
feeling really good, though.
After Melbourne, it was just like, I just needed my legs done, and I reckon that was from walking everywhere.
That'd be right.
It was, nothing else was really majorly wrong, which was so cool.
I think for the first time in a long time, my body actually I don't have any injuries or anything that's nagging me at all. Like, because I had problems with my collarbone and my shoulder, that's all, like,
oh, that's all good now.
Yeah.
Sweet.
I haven't had a problem with it for weeks. It's been great.
Touch wood.
Yeah.
This is wood. Yeah. You can touch that. Or the door.
And, like, my knees have been playing nice, my ankle, what else? Oh, yeah, I had a problem with my wrist as well.
But you have been, like, in your lower body, you have put a lot of time and effort into getting them functioning properly again. And it's about getting that, the small functions back, getting the mechanics of your body working properly.
Yeah, working in harmony with each other. Because that's what was happening. Like, there was such a disharmony between my lower body and my upper body. Or, like, my glutes and my quads and my knees and all that sort of stuff, like, just was not working optimally, or like, not, I wasn't recruiting the right muscles.
It's so funny now when people whinge about, I don't know, having lower back pain, and I look how their bodies is, and you'll see, like, undeveloped glutes and just like, or calf muscles that don't look symmetrical. Yeah. And you're just like,
you kind of wonder how long they've been walking around like that. Yeah. Or like if it's like something set that off, or if it's like literally been something that they've had all their life. Yeah. Because I know, like, with me, I wasn't recruiting my glutes probably all my life. And, like, I never had a butt, like, because I was just never using it. So, yeah, like, that was literally something that's been happening for a long, like, over such a long period of time. So, you know.
And it doesn't take, like, it doesn't happen overnight when you fix these things. No. It takes good 12 weeks plus.
Yeah. I didn't start noticing a difference for probably about 12 weeks, I reckon. Yeah. And then it's been somewhere between 6 to 8 months. Oh, where are we in August? I started in November, December, so it's been
Yeah.
about 9 months
Yeah.
since I started, and I'm like, I've noticed a big difference, and my knees finally just aren't really an issue for me anymore. They still crunch and sound gross, but they're not painful or uncomfortable, really.
When mine was normal again, it was funny. You don't notice it until it gets pointed out to you.
Yeah.
And you're just like,
You're
oh my God.
yeah. That's what happened with my shoulder, because I literally had problems with my collarbone and shoulder for probably the first 6 months of this year.
Yeah.
And then, a month or two ago, I was like, this is the first, it was training. I was like, this is the first night that my shoulder hasn't hurt in so long. And I was like, oh my God. You kind of think that it's going to be there forever, or it's like a part of you now when you have an injury or a nagging pain that's been there for so long. You're like, this is just who I am now. I'm a cripple. This is me, part of me.
That's pretty much me. Yeah. That's my mentality towards everything.
Yeah. But then it goes and you're like, oh.
I'm going to take that subscription to Cripple Club away from you now.
Aww. Oh, that was so funny when you said that. I felt so honoured.
It's expired. We can talk about it later.
All right. Maybe I'll just have to bash myself up so I can stay in the Cripple Club.
Hashtag goals.
Yeah. Cripple Club goals.
It's not something that you really want to be a part of.
That's true. I kind of like being part of the healthy club, to be fair. It's so relieving feeling healthy and good. I mean, I feel fluffy, but I feel good. When you I was talking about eating well or eating adequately. It's probably because I've been eating adequately, but probably slightly more than I need. So I've got plenty of fuel, for my body. But it's we're gonna just store a little bit of extra of it too,
just in case.
So I'm fluffy, but I'm healthy.
That's the way we like you.
Yes.
We love you, just healthy.
Yeah, I know.
You'll have to start becoming a lean, mean fighting machine, though.
That is my aim for
Pan packs.
Yeah.
Just go and either blitz the division or get blitz. Whatever, I support you in either.
Yeah, whatever happens. But, yeah. No, I want to try and get to the probably weight class below because I felt better then. I remember being around about 65 kilos 2 years ago before I went to France. France killed me, man.
All them pastries.
Fuck. And I just haven't bounced back since. It's been a year, but I still haven't bounced back. Actually, I think I've gotten worse.
No, but you're probably denser because you've done more.
I did spend 6 months building the fuck out of my legs. But.
So I think, because I gained 8 kilos with that, and my body didn't change size-wise. My legs did, though.
Yeah.
They definitely were a lot bigger. But I gained the 8 kilos, and I wasn't,
You still fit the same size, clothing and all that?
Yeah, I was maybe, a little bit fluffier than normal, but you could tell that I was a lot stronger.
Yeah, but, I've seen photos of you recently. I don't know where I saw it. Was it, maybe a bunch of photos?
I don't know.
Anyway, I don't know. But they were of a couple of years ago before, probably the year you started jiu-jitsu or the year before or something. And you look I don't know how to put it, but that skinny fat where it's you look strong and lean.
Yes.
But back then, even though you actually weighed less back then, you kind of look fluffier in a way. You look squishy.
When people flex their muscles and there's there's no definition.
Yeah,
to
it's
the
just an
arms.
arm. It's just flesh. But now there's definition in muscle. So.
But that's what I reckon your body is now, though. Even though you probably are fluffier than you want to be.
Yeah. No, I put on muscle, but I've also put on fluff. I've put on fluff.
But you still look pretty tang.
Yeah. No, but I think before I went to France, I was 65 kilos ish. Mm-hmm. I think I got down to 63 at one point, but I couldn't maintain that. That was pretty low. And I wasn't very healthy, even though I was low. My weight was low. I was really actually not very healthy at all.
This is a subject that I reckon we will probably go heavier
we need to have
into.
A dedicated one into it because it's a long story.
It is, yeah.
And Yeah.
I think
it's important to talk about it as well.
I think so. And we have two, they're not different perspectives, but we've got different things that have, what I suppose, happened to us and how we take on things. So I think that is something that we will...
Yeah. Maybe next time.
Yeah, we might,
we'll link in with this one.
Yeah, I think so.
Talk about, like, bodies and body positivity, body image, all that sort of stuff.
Girls can be so many shapes and sizes, and you're all in one category.
We're so critical of ourselves.
Yeah.
I can have a laugh now, but even so, like, even I still criticize myself pretty heavily. Like, I'm having a laugh and being like, I'm fluffy, but sometimes I'm just like, I'm fluffy.
Everyone's their own worst critic, though, at the end of the day.
Yeah, that's true. But anyway, as I was saying, I was 65 2 years ago, and I felt really good in terms of when I was rolling.
Yep.
So, like, the way I could move, I felt quite light and able to move a lot more, because moving 65 kilos is a lot different than moving, like, 70 kilos.
Yep.
So, yeah. I don't know. I feel like 65 is probably my prime. But I don't know if that's possible now, because I have put on more muscle. So it might be like 66, 67, 68, I don't know.
Well, this is a good chance to play with it and see what's maintainable as well without doing any damage to yourself.
That's right. And I don't want to do some ridiculous weight cut.
Because that, at the end of the day, we don't want that to happen.
It fucks with your body, fucks with your head, fucks with your hormones.
Yeah.
And that's the thing, that's the big difference between girls and guys with weight cutting is the hormonal aspect of stuff.
I think so.
Yeah. But
you may mentally be able to do it, and you may mentally be able to tough it out, but it physically can screw you up for a long time after that.
So we will talk about that one, probably like next time or something. Because it is an important subject, and I think it's really relevant to a lot of girls in BJJ.
I think so, and
for sure. And guys too.
Yeah.
Not to discount the guys, but, you know.
And it is our point of view, so don't get caught up on what we say. We're not professionals. It's just what we've seen, what we've experienced ourselves.
Yeah.
Everything is take what you want from it.
Yeah.
Discard what you don't.
Yeah.
We talk a lot of shit anyway.
Yeah.
Anyways, I think that kind of really...
I don't even know what we really talked about today. We just went on it, like, we just went, whew.
Yeah, we just like this, that, and the other.
We didn't really we didn't have a plan, but yeah, it was good. No, it was good to talk about the comp, though, because we didn't really see each other. We, like, parted ways right after the comp and actually really been able to talk about it yet, so it's, like, our way of being able to discuss it.
It has. Well, it's true. We haven't seen each other since the comp.
And which was only 24 hours ago. Like, it feels like so long.
You're in a time warp. Getting back to reality.
Yeah, back to work, back to reality.
Anyway, Joe.
Yes.
What grinds your
gi? I'm not ready. I haven't even thought about this yet. Oh no! What grinds my gi? Okay. What grinds my gi? But it's not. I'm not having a dig. In a bad way. It's more like a dig at me, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
So, because in the comp, when you have, like, a situation where there's someone that, like, you want to sub someone, but it requires you to be a dick to do it, and you're like, what grinds my gears is when I have to be a dick because someone's defending in like, when someone defends in a way that's so hard to get around, but you can either change and not get the sub, or you have to be a dick and get the sub. And, like, I hate that I had to be a dick and to do it.
Yeah.
And, like, it grinds I grind my own gi doing that, but also, like, the situation in general.
I think that's competition, though.
It is, but I think it happens at training sometimes. Not for me, but I think some people, it happens with some people when they do it, say, on me, if, like, I'm on our own turf, whatever you call it.
Home turf.
Oh, yeah, home turf. And you're defending something, and the only way you know how to defend is just to be super tight and, like, stop it from happening.
Yep.
And then, like, someone will just be like, oh, well, fuck you, and, like, sort of grind it out. And sometimes it's like, it's necessary because you got to learn the lesson.
Yes.
But then other times you're like, Was that necessary? This sort of state,
I know
you
I was that person that would just like, I'm defending!
Yeah.
And then I'd get hurt for it.
Yeah. Because, like, sometimes they are legitimate defenses. Like, there's certain ways that you move your body or you do this, and it's a legitimate defense. Other times it's just, like, just being super tight that nothing can happen.
I also am that person in comp that will just be like, fuck you, you're not getting this.
Yeah.
Do what you want. Bring it.
Which is fair enough. In comp, your aim is to not get subbed in, like, I suppose the bigger sphere of things. Other than winning, you go, I just don't want to get subbed.
Yeah, I'm willing to get hurt in that degree.
So many people are. That's how many people get, like, broken arms and all that sort of thing, is because they go,
I don't only do it to chokes though.
I know, but like some people take it as far as like broken limbs. And
I only fight chokes till like I'm happy to go out. I probably shouldn't be saying that, but I will like.
So I'm going to use that to my advantage now.
But at competition, I can fight a very long time. A choke, though arm bars.
Yeah.
Or any type of
like limb,
I will tap very quickly too, because I'm like, I have to work tomorrow.
Yeah.
But chokes,
like,
I'll wake up.
Have a nice little nap. Actually, someone did get choked out of the comp.
They did. Tap early. That was just a hard lesson in tapping, I think.
I didn't see what happened. I just looked over and someone was legs in the air and all that sort of thing. I was like, oh shit. It's like when you drive past a car accident, you're kind of concerned, but you also kind of want to know what happened.
Yeah. I think it's that's all it is. It's a lesson in tapping. Should have tapped earlier.
It happens probably in every comp, I reckon. Someone goes to sleep nearly every comp.
Yeah, this is true. It's quite funny.
Oh well.
I always
That's
just
kind of
like
the nature of it.
Yeah, fist bump that person.
You go, Glenn, go. Fuck, I'm gonna stop saying that.
You do.
It comes into my head every single time. Like I'm just like, you go, Glenn Coco. Oh, stop. I'm like slapping my own hand for that.
Jesus Christ.
All right.
Till next time.
Yes. Catch you later.